guys. I wanted to use this time that I have at the front desk to talk about what's been happening on our planet, especially with the solar flares going on and the intense solar flares that started around the time of Father's Day, leading into the solar equinox. What is it? Spring equinox, summer solstice, solar solstice. It's the summer solstice today. And so we've been having this wild influx of light on our planet. Yesterday we had an X class, which is the most intense type of solar flare we've been able to read so far. And usually around this time, I start to experience similar things. First of all, I know it's coming because my teeth get sensitive. Things hurt a little bit more, things that are already painful, the pain increases. So if there's anything imbalanced in the body, it becomes more obvious during these times because everything's amplified and illuminated literally by the light. So this time specifically, for me, I've been experiencing intense headaches. I've been having solar plexus intensity, so anxiety. I've been processing a lot of grief in the collective and as well as in my family, my lineage and ancestry. And I've been also experiencing a lot of emotional turbulence and working through a lot of the things that I've been needing to work on and face that I haven't been really facing. So a lot of that, everything's been amplified. So I also become really sensitive. I usually can smell things really strongly or easily, so I smell the chemicals in the products. I can taste the chemicals in the foods and sense it in my environment more. I can, smell, taste, touch. Yeah, my touch becomes sensitive. And I also am really sensitive to the energies in general, like the sun. And I've been tracking energies on the planet since my awakening started about 12, 13 years ago. So I've been noticing the fluctuations in the collective, the solar flares. I've been paying attention to a lot of this for a long time. And so I've been paying attention into it in my own body. And I've become more sensitive to how the energies affect me as well as the collective. And I notice similar themes. I call myself a collective data collector because I track the themes in the collective. And a lot of people are experiencing similar things. They're experiencing solar plexus depletion and anxiety. And a lot of times people get really excited and heightened and the energy gets really high, and then people crash and get really, really tired. So even depending on what we need, typically people need more rest. So we tend to be really tired so we can actually get the rest we need. We get forced, when we get sick, we get forced to pay attention to the imbalances in our bodies. That's what sickness is. It's showing us what we need to work on from a holistic perspective. That's how we view it in herbal medicine. So, those are just a couple things. There's been a lot, really. I've been having a ton of visions and downloads and epiphanies and making a lot of connections and having a lot of personal experiences with my connection to God and my angels and my star families and my lineages. So all the things that help me, I wanted to see if I can help people relate to what they might be experiencing. Hopefully this can help some people. So it always forces me to slow down because I'm really fast-paced individual. I've been learning over time how to slow down and still do a lot and collect a lot of information, but stay calm and grounded. So slowing everything down really helps my headaches go away. First I'm going to explain the headache thing. So I've been having a lot of headache stuff, my head will start hurting really intensely, and then if I slow down and breathe and take my time or lay down on the ground and just be present and connect with my light and God and my angels and breathe, goes away and it dissolves. And then once it dissolves, I feel this like wave of bliss. Like right now I was having a headache and then slowed down. And then I'll feel this bliss wave enter in, and it's pretty amazing. It's like my body clears, and it's like the light is literally illuminating the density and the imbalances and impurities and like dissolving them. Because after I feel like this interesting like cold heat in the body, and I get this, I start sweating, like I'm detoxing the energy. It's pretty cool. It just hurts before, and it usually feels really, really icky. Like I feel like ugh and icky and like weird. And then if I slow down and breathe and like drink a bunch of water and purify myself in the moment with my own energy and simplicity, I see that what's happening is it's clearing my system out because I allow myself for it to happen. But yeah, it's been uncomfortable. It usually is really exciting for me, and I have a lot of information that comes through, and I more so see issues with my family and friends. Like they usually, mental health issues start to increase. Like people who have a hard time with their mental health tend to like go into like these weird depressive episodes. Or people who don't have really good health or good hearts or good nervous systems tend to have issues. Like a couple of my uncles actually crossed over during these solar flares and had heart issues. It like zapped their systems, and I usually really worry about people around this time that have health issues because it's easy for things to get thrown off. But for people who are really like, you know, doing the work and taking care of themselves and stuff, they usually don't really experience that many issues. I still have a ton of stuff to work through, energetically, spiritually, mentally, physically. So I definitely experience pains and issues during these influxes, but because I'm aware of what it is, I don't judge it as much as I can. Because sometimes I do get on myself. I'm like, oh my God, why am I experiencing all this intensity and pain and all these issues? But I sit with it and give myself love and just move with it and pray and be and connect with others about it. I move through it and I feel really good after. So I can see how this process is actually really helping us a lot. And I'm grateful for all these influxes and energies. So, yeah, there's so much I really could talk about that to help. Slowing down, grounding, going outside and like being in nature as best we can, putting our feet on the ground, literally grounding our energetic field like we would our electrical wires. We are electrical beings, we are vibratory beings. We need to be grounded put our feet on the ground. So if you're feeling a bit like wacky with all these energies, go put your feet on the ground, hold a tree, like literally hold the tree, it will ground you. Work with plants, so just being in the garden, smelling plants, aromatic plants always like help me calm down. So I love aromatic plants for anxiety. So yeah, solar plexus stuff. Oh wait, about the head. Apparently we're moving into the crown chakra in the Venetian portal. So Venus is aligning with Leo, which is the crown chakra. So we're doing a lot of recalibration in the crown and in the third eye. Multiple people have posted about this. People who don't even know about the Venetian portal are talking about crown chakra healing and opening up of the staff and rod in the energetic field, which is opening us up to cosmic energy, which could be intense sometimes because we're recalibrating. So yeah, that, and then the solar plexus. So typically around the solar flares, a lot of people have solar plexus stuff. Because connected to the sun is our solar plexus, our seat of power. It's where we hold a lot of information and emotions. So apparently we're actually evolving on the chakra level as well. So a lot of us are clearing a lot out of our solar plexus. So for anxiety, breath work is really amazing. For me specifically, I need to do alternate nostril breathing to really calm me down. It always does though. It does some magic for me. Like you do in through the nose, left nose, and then out to the right, and to the right, out to the left. It always helps me like really move with the energy through me, especially if I can't catch my breath. Alternate nostril breathing is amazing for that. And then learning to breathe with our life force. I'm going to share that right now. I think it's important for us to do this in general, but especially right now, it's very helpful. Every time I get this anxiety in my head and like all these things and I feel icky, if I slow down and work with my life force, I instantly feel uplifted and purified and back on it. So working with our life force, Kundalini energy can be simple, and I just learned a really simple way to do it. You breathe in through your nose and you hold your breath, and then you breathe out through your mouth as long as you can. You breathe in through your nose. I think it's all about the hold. It's really helpful. I'm learning that the hold is where we're able to get our energy back. And we don't have to do any intense breathwork practices. We can do really simple breathwork for it to be effective. And then, so learning to work with our Kundalini, our breath really helps. Drinking lots of high quality water. I'm really sensitive to caffeine during these times. I like to drink caffeine, but when the solar flares are coming, I can feel how I'm becoming more sensitive to the caffeine because, energies are heightened, caffeine heightens, so they just like boom, boom, heighten. So I end up having to cut caffeine or just take little sips every now and then for work because I'm at work right now. But if I didn't have to work, I could maybe balance that out a little bit more and just drink tea, but it's helpful to have some caffeine, so I just have to pretty much eliminate it to like barely any. Drink lots of water, drink nourishing teas and yummy drinks that are hydrating, like lemonade, and eating lots of fresh food, like fresh fruit, but also eating food, because for me and people with anxiety, we need to eat. We need to eat food. It helps us ground. But I always crave pure foods, whole foods, simple foods, so my body can process it simpler. I don't know if that's a word. But if we're eating a ton of processed foods, we're overwhelming our systems with too much stuff, too many ingredients. It takes our body way longer to process food when it's got a lot of processed crap in it. So I tend to eat like a lot of like guacamole dip and nuts and seeds to keep me stable, and then I'll eat like as best I can fresh organic food, like salads and smoothies and buckwheat, and then like I'll usually eat like chicken or something for now, but to keep me grounded. Working with herbs is amazing. It helps us really uplift our energy. Putting herbs in our bath, and they're just super high vibrational, so they help our bodies recalibrate when we're going through a lot. We're going through a lot of healing, so the plants are our allies right now. And heart coherence. Probably the most important thing is learning to work with our heart intelligence. So when we're doing our breathwork practices and slowing down and learning to meditate through these intense energies, it's good to focus on our heart. So when we breathe, feeling like we're literally breathing in and out of our hearts will help to activate the heart chakra, and feeling feelings of joy, like thinking of the things that bring us the most joy, if that's water, nature, if that's our family, our animals, anything really. We can focus on that while we're breathing. It'll activate states of joy, which is another way to uplift our vibration, our energy naturally without even having to really do anything. That's why Kundalini energy and working with life force energy and working with our breath is so powerful, because it eliminates the need for more stuff, more medicine, more herbs, more techniques, more tools. Really, we just need to slow down and work with our own breath and our own life force, our own light, our own consciousness, our own I am presence, our own higher knowings. So wow, we are going through a huge transition as a collective right now. I'm so proud of everybody. Everyone is doing amazing. I'm proud of myself, even though sometimes I'm hard on myself. I'm proud of myself for understanding what's happening and like understanding what's happening in my own body. That's part of the process. I feel like this is what we're all learning, is how to listen and to tune into our own bodies and how to trust our own intuition. But yeah, I hope this could potentially help someone who's going through it and might be experiencing some turbulence and not know what the heck's happening with their bodies, and how connected we really are to everything, to the cosmos, to the earth, to our fellow humans. We're all experiencing this as one in different ways, in unique ways. But yeah, I hope this helps somebody out there. If you have any questions, please reach out. Have your questions and put them in the comments. I'm here. Love you.